What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Twitchy here with some more Awaken Chaos content. Today we've got a really enjoyable RTA session. At least I hope it's going to be enjoyable because we might be losing quite a bit, but we're going to be having fun doing so because we are not going to be using any LD legendaries. So if you do enjoy today's video, make sure to thumbs up, and if you want to see future videos like this, subscribe, and let's get into this. Now, before we actually do queue up, I do want to show you guys, for anyone that hasn't taken a look or maybe you haven't logged in lately, we are on Season 8 of the RTA sessions. For the rewards, they have been a little bit updated since they started off. In the very beginning, there was literally nothing. Now we do get these double skins, we get legendary books, we get diamonds and coupons. That's been there, that's been the same, but the books are always nice. Hopefully they do add in some LD fragments, as well as just adding in an RTA shop where you get currency for winning and losing. But let's not put too much pressure on Ace because we know what exactly they're capable of work-wise. Anyways, sorry, rant aside. These are the rewards. We do have Alessia skin, so that's really nice. She's actually a super duper popular hero. She's RGB. She is a legendary, so she is a little more expensive to book and build out, but she is definitely worth it in my opinion. With that said, let us begin. So I am kind of nervous. Well, I'm kind of nervous because I'm not sure, you know, it is Wednesday, so I'm not sure how long the queues are gonna take. And I am nervous because we might be meeting some heavy LD abusers. But anyways, I will see you guys when we find the match. Now we are gonna continue permanently banning Lucy probably throughout today's video because she's just stupid broken. First pick, we are gonna make sure to grab Halia right off the rip because she's kind of a core hero for today's lineup. He does go with an Odiric, A3 Odiric. Okay, so I am thinking that we've kind of got to grab Cordelia to help us out with this Odiric. Right now, I'm 50-50 going to be banning this Odiric, but I also want to potentially start drafting some counters if it turns out to, if he has some scarier heroes down the lineup. But since we do grab Cordelia, I'm also going to grab her counter, which is Karma. This is also going to help us against control because we can set up some cleave right here. We do have the core. I think this core is probably going to be the main three that we start our draft with today's video, just because they all fulfill really strong roles. Halia is a great initiator. She can boost up your damage dealer. She can also kind of counter Dark Valyria a little bit. We are experiencing some lag, but that's a-okay, right? He is going with the new legendary Gorgalash. Okay, very interesting. As well as Tia, so that's where Karma does help us. What else should we do? Let's go with Rick because a damage dealer to go with Halia is always nice. And last but not least, so who is gonna be baited? Who is going to be? I think we can just go ahead and go with a this is kind of tough. I think we can just go ahead and go with some mitigation. Atara, I think that's a safe pick. She also has a pseudo cleanse if she does have debuffs. That's also nice. And here we are absolutely banning A3 Odiric 1,000,000,000%. You have to ban this Odiric. He's the scariest hero in this lineup. Even if we do have an answer for him, Cordelia, she might be getting banned. But did she get banned? Didn't actually see who got banned on our side, but you'll find out shortly. Okay, so Bahamut. So he did ban Karma. That's okay because we do snipe his Tia. Rick is a triple raider set. And this totally works out fine because he stunned our Atara. She gets the cleanse off. And yes, we are okay. I think we just go ahead and morph this guy. Shouldn't have to worry about it too much. Holy cow, his lineup started off so scary. We found another one relatively fast. I believe our last guy has a Will-C, so we're just going to be sticking with the Will-C ban. Regardless if they have it or not, I just feel like she's the safest hero to not have to worry about drafting around. So we're going to be sticking with the Halia first pick. He does go with Odiric as well as Hazel, so we're totally going to be grabbing our core 3 heroes, which is going to be Cordelia and Karma. Okay. Hopefully he doesn't have Dark Ophelia, because this is looking to be extremely scary. Yeah, this is looking to be terrifying, guys. Let us go ahead and grab our Rick. And then let us go ahead and grab... What else do we want here? I don't know if maybe Alessia? I don't know if our Alessia is good enough to take care of this V-Hazel though, but she definitely does help against the Go On You. So he does go Dork. Does that mean he is banning... Yeah, I gotta keep... It means he's banning Karma, right? But I feel like we've got to take Odiric out of here, no matter what, because he's gonna be sped up. He's gonna be tuned with our Alessia, and you know, maybe we didn't need to take him out. I don't know, but... kind of terrified regardless. So here we can... I think we skill 2 into Rick to cleanse this. And then let's see who we can snipe here. Can we snipe this? Close. Super duper close. Is this gonna be like a higher... I don't know. It's not a super tanky Guan, so I don't exactly want to go into him because he probably has high attack. I think we have to go into her, unfortunately, and then we have to go into Dark Hazel. Nice, we do get the kill. We're kind of gambling right now. He deflects somehow. We don't even have agility on our Rick. This is crazy. Okay. So far so good, guys. So far so good. We go for the kill on Guan Yu. It's gonna be up to whether or not his Dork has what it takes to continue controlling us. Let's see. Please don't. Please do not. You have decreased focus. Yeah, focus down. So he should be getting charmed now. I think we've won the game already. And there we go. Okay, that was a super scary one. But looking back at it, maybe we banned Dark Orc, because I think we could have Halia leaped into our Cordelia to kill that Odiric, but anyways, a win's a win. So we do have a Will-C Desdemona ban, totally fine. Thank you, good sir, for taking Desdemona. We don't want to really worry about her, but I feel like she's kind of falling out of meta, or fallen out of meta from a few months ago, especially with the immunity set coming into the game. But our first pick, we've got to stay true to what we have been doing. So Halia, following with the Cordelia. Karma has always been solid. At least it's been solid for us so far. Sticking with the Dark Hazel Odiric. That is super intimidating to just look at as this first 2 bans. But I feel like, if you do have Cordelia in here, she helps you counter a lot of these strong LDs. And if you do grab Karma, you can kind of 50-50 gamble with the ban on their one cleanser, as long as they don't have a Kelowna coming in. But he does have a Alessia, which is, I think, okay. I think Alessia is okay, because we can go... think we can go Rick here, because Rick will not be debuffed by Odiric. Just for a little refresher for you guys, stealth does counter that, so it's going to go to the next highest attack hero. So I think if we go I'm kind of torn right now between draft. Yeah, I think we could go Freya, actually. Well, maybe not. Then maybe we could go Nero. I think Nero's a solid draft, because we could just go ahead and ban this Odiric. Not really have to worry about who he's going to debuff onto. I think that's going to be our game plan. Yes. Last pick Ashlyn isn't too terrifying for me. I think he'll probably be banning yeah, actually we're going to swap it up. We're banning Royce because I know for sure he's not going to be banning this Cordelia. So we can actually just skill 2 into Cordelia and do a little double morph business. Really fun. Who do we go ahead and kill though? I think Rick can snipe Ashlyn. I think we're gonna go into this Alessia. Okay, good thing Dark Hazel didn't counter into Rick, otherwise would have been a little scary. It's like a 40k snipe, which is always fun to see, always satisfying. He's on a triple raider and he is max crit because I don't like the true strike consistency. Here, oh wait, okay, hold on. I think we might have fudged up, guys. Potentially, but let's see. We're just gonna go ahead and try to kill off Alessia. She can't bonus, so that's the nice thing. If she does bonus, she dies. She's gonna go for the stun, that's okay. And, oh, nice. I mean, that didn't really matter too much. We do kill Alessia. And Nero dies, so we can go ahead and kill Odiric off. So everything's kind of falling into place a little bit. Let's go ahead and ult, give ourselves these buffs, and then we can go ahead and morph Dark Hazel with Cordelia. And there we go. Holy cow, that was it's crazy how things fall into place. But because we kind of tuned or had an attacker set up, our highest attacker set up for Odiric, we had Nero. He's super duper slow. You went into Nero, which was a little interesting. I would have gone into Cordelia, but we were able to get the win. Have another Will See ban on our side. Let's see what the opponent goes with. Maybe they're AFK, maybe they're not, maybe we're lagging out. He does go with a Karma ban. Okay, so we've played this person before. Interesting. Let us go with the Halia. Hopefully they don't grab the Cordelia, otherwise we're gonna be really starting off on a handicap. But we do get lucky, so we do grab Cordelia, and I do want that. I want that cleanser. I do want that cleanser in that third slot because he does draft it Onomaro, so that's gonna help counter that. So we do go with the Royce. And then if he does go with control later down the road, he did flex the Desdemona and Dark Orc. Okay, holy cow, this guy was ready. He was ready. So I think if we do Alessia, and then we do, the thing is, I'm not sure how fast his Onomaros is. Sure how fast his Onomaros is. But I think we just go ahead and we do a safe, like a safe cleanser, a second cleanser to go safe. We could do like another fast initiator or a fast damage dealer on triple raider like Rick or something, and then try to ban this Dark Orc. But I don't know. Let's okay. I was not expecting the Kaysen at all. I am banning Odiric. I think so. No, I think I'm banning Dark Orc because he's banning Royce. I don't have immunity on anybody except for Cordelia, so that would have not been good. So here we can skill 2 into, this is what I was saying earlier, where we didn't have to ban Oderic, because we can go ahead and skill 2 into Cordelia, and then we can go ahead and morph him, and I think we can go ahead and ult into her. Hopefully we get lucky. Okay, we don't get lucky. Oh my gosh. All right, Kaysen is doing something crazy. I think we have to ult onto Alessia because she's gonna be like our main damage. We need her to stay alive no matter what. Just what's gotta happen. And then hopefully we kill Oderic here. Nice. Nice. Okay, things are happening. So we do get the morph from Cordelia. She was also charmed up because we hit her twice with Alessia. We should be able to kill her off right now, unless, okay. So there is like a weird bug where if Adeline swaps to her unkillable form and you morph her, she can stay alive. So I'm not sure if this is gonna get fixed or if this is just intended, but there's that. She's gonna be alive with us for a little longer. I think we just start working down Kaysen because he's the main damage dealer after this. And yeah, because Onomaris, we should be able to leave Kelowna in there. We're just gonna be to cleanse it no matter what. And there we go. GG. So double Wilsey ban on both sides. Let's see what he goes with the first pick. He does go with the Dark Ophelia pick, so that is scary. We're gonna answer him with the Halia and Guan. I think we do Guan Yu here. Because Guan Yu can kill Dark Ophelia pretty well. And he also is pretty strong for these other LDs. Interesting. So unfortunately we do give up Karma, which isn't the best, but that, I think that's okay. That might be all right. So we can do, we need some damage, but I also feel like we can still draft Cordelia in here. I don't know, I feel like keeping her in there, applying that pressure to where he can't just abuse as many LDs as possible. He kind of has to keep her in the back of his mind. I really like that, so we're just gonna go ahead and pick her up anyways. And then I think we can go ahead and, oh, we're gonna need a decent damage dealer into, I think we can just go ahead and do like a Rosalie. I don't know, I haven't played with Rosalie too much, but Rosalie into Karma is pretty good, and then also makes him think that we're going to be keeping Karma in the battle. So let us see how this goes. Oh my gosh, does he go twins? Okay, all right, so this is a fun, very fun match. Very fun match. God, I'm sorry. Wow, what do we do? Okay, I think the game plan here, we grab boarded. Where you at? We ban out this. Oh man, I don't know. I guess we ban out Dark Ophelia so that we can skill 2 into somebody, but it's gonna be tough. Let's see how this goes. So we skill 2 into Rosalie. I don't think she's actually on a decent damage build, but we shall see how much damage she does. Rosalie isn't super tanky, so this might even be able to kill her potentially. Okay. I think, man, unfortunate that we weren't able to pop Light Nick because we would have been able to go for the double kill. But I think right now what we have to do is we have to play for the kill on Dark Hazel, because if we let him revive, things are not going to go well for us. So we're able to kill Dark Valyria as well with the AoE, just so she can't get her ult off, because that would have not been fun. She would have stunned up some people. Alright, actually, things are okay, because we can go for the kill on Light Nick. This is why I think investing in your Borden is a decent investment, because you can make him a little tanky to where he can withstand a little bit longer on the field. You don't have to really drop his ult ASAP. We are able to morph that Dark Hazel, and holy cow, we got another win. Maybe RGB is actually meta, guys. I don't know. Let me know down below in the comments. Okay, once again, we've got a Karma ban, so it looks like we're playing the same players, or maybe people are also anticipating drafting Cordelia. So right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the Cordelia Halia first 2 picks. I'm also gonna be looking at grabbing the Alessia because she's gonna help counter the Adeline as well as the Guan Yu. And now I'm gonna be thinking about probably, I think we might need some mitigation on our side, so let's go with Atara. Because if he goes with like a Dark Orc, we're gonna be getting hit with a joint attack from Guan Yu, so Atara's might be able to help us out there. But that might be a little pre-anticipated. Okay, no, there we go. We see the Dark Orc. It's just a really strong combo right now, so automatically if I see like Dark Hazel, Guan Yu, I'm gonna be assuming that you're gonna draft a Dark Orc pretty soon. So here, Gorgolash is gonna be grabbing Halia, which might not be ideal. But I think we go with like a Royce, because we do need a cleanser here. And I think we do ban this I think we do ban Gorgolash, just so we can still have our game plan with Halia. Because if we didn't ban him out, she would have been dragged to the very end of our lineup. That's not okay. We need her to skill 2 into somebody, which is going to be Alessia here. Okay, hold on. We do get... Gosh, that's a little unfortunate. I am... Let's go ahead and ult onto Guan Yu. Oh my gosh, alright, we did a little more damage than I was anticipating. Holy cow, this is a super squishy Adeline, and then it looks like we were able to snipe her with the special ability from Alessia. We got lucky. Then we go ahead and ult the Dark Hazel. Okay, I think we might be bullying some people right now. It felt like there was a severe gear gap between me and this player, but I guess, I mean, if you draft strategically and you plan accordingly, you can come out on top. But also, I just really feel like we were probably bullying this player. Because, I mean, for any of you guys watching that do have Adelines, I want to recommend a baseline of 20k HP, just so she's a little harder to proc below that 50%, and she's a little less likely to swap forms, getting the bonus turn, triggering a lot of counter heroes. So with that said, let's go ahead and finish this match. Okay, so Atara ban on his side. I assume that this is the player that we just fought, so they're swapping from Karma to Atara, because I feel like Atara isn't like a crazy strong hero. Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't just go ahead and ban her right away out of all the other heroes available. So we're just going to stick with the Halia. We're going to stick with our Cordelia Karma follow-up, unless he snipes the Cordelia. So it looks like our opponents are getting a little smart. We are going to grab the Karma, and then we are going to grab the Alessia, because right now we are countering his 2 picks so far, so we don't really have to worry about being forced to ban them later down the road. So he does go with the Dark Hazel and the Guan Yu, which makes me think he's also gonna finish with like a Dark Orc, which makes me want to go with a Royce, as well as a we need another damage dealer, I believe. I think maybe Rosalie. works here, because we do have yeah, I think Rosalie might be strong against this double wood lineup. Otherwise, I would have been more leaning towards Rick, but Rosalie just gains a lot of value against wood fire compositions. And I mean, there's no water here either. Here we go ahead and ban. Go ahead and ban this this Dark Hazel. I'm not too scared of anything here, really. Maybe I mean, that's my mistake. Maybe I'm underestimating something, but I feel like we've got a solid lineup on our hands. And then right here we can go ahead and I think we just ult to break the stealth. And I mean, Cordelia is gonna morph, but we're gonna be able to kill her with Karma anyways, and that's gonna give everybody instant bonus turns, allowing us to jump ahead of the lineup. And then hopefully the counterattack isn't too much, because Royce is defense heavy, so her hits aren't going to be as strong. Let's go ahead and snipe this Guan Yu, because guys, please do remember, Karma is an insane, she's just such a good hero. She is like a damage dealer, controller, cleanser. She just does it all, really. I mean, did I say controller? She's a damage dealer, cleanser, and she's like one of the best. Anyways, let's go to the next one. I feel like that's the only downside about Ace being having such a small population, is you're literally playing the same heroes or same guys over and over and over and over. So you get to the point where you're just, you know what each person drafts. So then you can direct bans, direct pre-bans, you could steal picks, you can just do a whole bunch of nonsense. I feel like that's the only unfortunate thing about Ace being so small. But rant aside, we do have the Adeline will see bans. We are gonna go ahead and grab our girl Halia, of course, and we're gonna head and grab our Cordelia. Yeah, I was a little leaning towards the Karma on the second pick, since the anti-control is really nice to not have to worry about. But I'm not sure if this player has a Karma. It's not looking like he does. He does go with the Royce. Royce is a wonderful control, or wonderful cleanser, as well as a control, because he's got the 2-turn silence on his basic. But that does kind of play into Karma. Karma can, she's got the edge over him, because if he does apply the silence, then she's gonna counter and basically snipe him out. We're gonna go ahead and go with our Karma, and then let us go ahead and go with Rick, because Rick does synergize extremely well with the Halia skill 2, as well as, I mean, if he does ban our Halia, if he remains in stealth, he just has so much snipe potential. He gets the increased damage if he is in stealth, and then he has the ignore defense, so he can just do a lot of single target burst. Looks like he's gonna try to contest our speed with the Onomaros, which is okay. We do have another cleanser, but I'm also really confident in our speeds, and I'm also confident in our immunity sets, because I think we've got immunity on a few of our guys. What do we go ahead and go with? I think I'm kind of feeling ooh, it's kind of tough, I guess. I'm kind of feeling a Rosalie, someone to withstand this this Ham's ult if she does stay alive. And then we're gonna go ahead and ban this Royce out, so we can get that value from Cordelia. It is a 50-50 ban, so if you are playing the same opponent, they might get used to that ban, so you might have to start swapping it up, but it always is pretty reliable. We're gonna go ahead and skill 2 into our Rick, so we can just go ahead and double snipe his damage. Well, actually, do we double snipe the damage dealers? I don't think we have to. I think we could snipe Onomaros, because he's gonna cut into our team, and then we go ahead and snipe this Bocce, and then we can go ahead and ult into Guan Yu. We get the 2-turn invincibility, and basically yeah, we're good. We are in good hands. Got another add-on. We'll see game ban. Starting off with the Odiric first pick. You love to see it, because we are going to go ahead and grab... I kind of like grabbing the counter on the second pick here. So we are going to go with Halia Cordelia. Because Cordelia, we can go ahead and morph the Odiric. She's just such a strong pick into him. And this is where we are absolutely going to need our Cleanse Karma to help against this Dark Orc. And then we might need... What else are we going to need? I think we can also do like a Rosalie. I think we might be able to do a Rosalie because she's on the slower side. She's not too fast and she does have high attack to bait Odiric. And okay, so I think our band is looking like it's gonna be. I think we go ahead and ban his Odiric, and then we go with the Atara here. I might be wrong. We might need more damage for the Dark Hazel, especially if he bans our Cordelia. But this is, unless we would have gone with like a Garanol or more burst, this is the only option I foresee winning. So we do get the counterattacks. Get joint attacked, unfortunately. Okay, so how much HP does everybody have? Can we... I think we go ahead and ult into this Lidophilia. Because if we could just stay alive long enough... So if we could stay alive long enough, then we might just be able to outlast this D-Hazel. Like he might just not be able to get enough kills. And we should be good enough. Let's see. Maybe we had enough burst damage to just go directly into Dark Hazel. Hopefully we don't regret that. So he's at 9Ks. I mean, we might have had enough burst to just go straight into him, but let's see if we can survive. So she dies. He goes into... interesting. I would have gone into... That was an interesting play. I would have gone for the kill to help reduce the cooldowns for Dark Hazel. I would have gone into like Halia maybe, but he's going into our Karma, which is one of our tankier heroes who got her on Dragon Scale, so he's definitely one of the tankier guys out there. So he still has 2 turns. I think we might be able to kill her, hopefully, unless he gets this kill right now. Okay, yep. I think we do win, even if he kills. Go ahead, we could just throw it on auto. So maybe the play on his side would have been to go for a kill to help further the cooldown on Dark Hazel's ult, but I don't know if he even had a winning condition there. So GG, my friend. So far, a quick little review of our matches. I do think RGB actually is having a little easier time, at least in not super duper high RTA, because currently, you know, we're not sitting top 5 or anything, so we're not going against mega Krakens with just every single LD with max A2, max booked, OP relics, OP gears, etc, etc. But I do feel like RGB has a decent time in at least Diamond in this current area that we're sitting right now, if you do have the gears to back them up, and if you do have a good team composition in mind going into the matches beforehand. Because remember guys, I'm trying to reiterate this every single time that we are sticking with this core 3, Cordelia, Karma, Halia, Royce as well if Karma does get picked from us. But because this is going to be our main core, that means we're going to be giving them our best gears. We are gearing these guys first. So yeah, just a little education. But we do have an Odiric first pick from our enemy, so once again, we are going to be going with this Cordelia. But so far, I mean, if you do have the meta RGB heroes, I feel like it is a little, you're gonna have a little easier time competing against all of these LDs. So the main stars are gonna be Cordelia, Karma, Halia if you do have the speed to back it up. Otherwise, you're gonna be going for some turn 2 compositions, which is gonna revolve around Atara, Ralph, Badmar, Mythasia, etc, etc. It's gonna be you're gonna probably have a little tougher time going with the turn 2, because remember, you have to anticipate surviving what your opponent is bringing at you. But I don't know, as long as you have a game plan planned around the heroes that you have, planned around the gear that you have, the gear quality, you are going to have more success going into RTA. So we have a Dark Hazel, we have a Rosalie. We are just gonna stick, I think we just go ahead and we have to go with like a Royce. Let's go ahead and steal it just so he doesn't grab it, because remember guys, we do have a Cordelia. So with that said, we can go ahead and go with a who kills Rosalie? I'm thinking that Atara can help us out here. I think Atara is a solid draft because we might need some mitigation. He does go with the Ophelia as well as the Brand the Brilliant. Okay. I mean, if I see Brand the Brilliant, I think I either have to bring something to help mitigate his damage, so maybe a Badmar, or I have to bring enough burst damage to one-shot him. So I am thinking Rick. And our ban is going to be most definitely Oderic. I think that's okay, because even if Rick is banned, we still have Cordelia to help us out, because Cordelia's morph does bring their defense to 1 or 0, just reduces it a ton, so you're able to one-shot everybody a little easier. Here we are going to skill 2 into our Cordelia just so we can get the double morph potentially. We do have Cordelia on Resonance, but we haven't been seeing too much joint attacks yet. Here I think we go ahead and go into this Light Ophelia. Nice. Exactly what we want to see. We're gonna go ahead and ult onto this I think I'm not too worried about this. Actually, no, we have to kill. I think we have to kill just so we can get the cooldown from Cordelia so she can morph another hero. Otherwise, I would have totally been down to be a little greedy there, but we definitely needed that. So he's gonna go into our Cordelia, which is okay. We targeted her with our Atara ult, so she has the big attack down, which is absolutely gonna help us survive a little longer, and it's also gonna make her sustain a little less. I think the best move here is to, I don't know if we want to ult. I don't think we want to ult, because everyone does move before his team, so I'm not worried about speeding everybody up. And we do AoE, we're gonna give even more rage stacks to his Brand the Brilliant. And it did look like we killed. Oh my gosh, okay. Yes, we got a morph Rosalie. We have to kill her because Cordelia would have been goner. And yes, let's just keep basicing. As long as Cordelia stays alive, we can just morph him and not have to worry about anything less. Alrighty, we're into this a little later than usual, but we've got an Adeline as well as a Wilsey. So things are not looking too great. I think we might have AFK'd into this match, but let's see if we can bring it back. We're gonna go with Wanyu, Alessia. I mean, so far this lineup is not too bad because we don't have any supports. I think we can go ahead and draft Cordelia as well. I'm curious because usually I permaban Wilsey. Let's see how this goes. If we just try to avoid all the supports, unless we do end up nah, we're definitely not gonna go ahead and ban her. We're gonna go ahead and go with a Karma, because I do think the karma helps us against all three of these heroes, SSA, Royce, as well. I mean, all four of these heroes, really. Because if you do have A5 karma, her ability, immunity, basically, if you go into Alessia and she counterattacks, she's not going to be able to lifesteal for anything. So that's a nice little play that you can do. What else do we need here? I think maybe we just go another damage dealer. Rick. We're missing just all of our buffs, but that is a-okay, right? We unfortunately don't have... Actually, we have to ban... I think we ban Royce, because he doesn't look like he's going to be banning out. Never mind. It was a gamble, right? 50-50 gamble. If he didn't ban Cordelia, we would have been in really good hands, but this is going to be a little trickier now. So 45k HP on this freaking Wilsey. What the heck do we do? What the heck do we do, guys? I think, what do we do? Yeah, we ult into her, so she doesn't lifesteal because she doesn't crit, counterattacking into Rick. Man, this is extremely tough. I don't think we can really ult into guess we have to, right? We just basic into her, and then we are deado. So yeah, this is how you lose. We lost with our ban here, I believe. We should have been able to, yeah, we should have banned Dark Hazel, or we should have banned out Wilsey. Just unfortunate. Just something you have to do if you are drafting with no LDs. All right, okay, so our first loss of the week, which is okay. Let's see how we come back from this. Alrighty, I am banning out Wilsey. We've got a Dark Nick ban on my opponent's side. We are, as always, going to start out with Halia. I just don't see any... I mean, you could argue for a Guan Yu first pick, since there are so many LDs in the current meta. But I just feel like Halia is the safest in case they are going to draft on the RGB side. So we've got Halia, they went with Guan Yu, they went with Dark Orc. We are going to go ahead and grab Karma and our Cordelia. It's such a great trio. And we're going to make sure not to sleep on our Freya, because we kind of have not been drafting our Freya at all, and she helps us immensely against all of the counterattacks of Derek, Adeline, as well as the Nick brothers, like Dark Nick, and especially if they are on immunity, she can kind of get the if she has good RNG, she can apply the no positive effect on one of the Nick bros and help you out there. So I'm thinking we're gonna go with our Freya. Go ahead and try her out this round, and then I think that we might go with... We need some damage. Definitely need some damage. Not thinking Rick. I'm more so thinking Alessia. Might be a mistake, but I do like Alessia into this Guan Yu, and I think Alessia, I mean, she's on one of my fastest sets right now, so she's gonna be able to help us contest this speed race that we're about to go into. He might be banning the Karma, so that means I've got to ban out Dork. So we do lose the 50-50. He ends up banning out Alessia. We're not going to have a crazy amount of damage, but I think if we do keep Cordelia a lot, then shouldn't really have anything to worry about. Another reason why I banned out Dark Orc was so that we did not get joint attack, because that is the most annoying thing in the world. Let us go ahead and we have to ult this Desdemona because we have no cleanse whatsoever. And then I think, yeah, I'm trying to think we go ahead and ult into this Guan Yu because I think we can kill. Nice. Karma does kill. That was kind of a gamble, but we got lucky there. Really nice. And now he shouldn't have enough damage to kill our Cordelia, and we should be able to just slowly morph him one by one. Hopefully. And then we're able to kill off this. Should we go ahead and go? I think we go ahead and ult into Zoltan first, since we have the damage increase from Alia. Then we can go ahead and kill off the morph Desdemona. Alrighty, we are starting off with the Wilsey Darkophilia ban. I love to see it. I think Darkophilia, I think both of these heroes are must ban units, in my opinion, unless you have some Guan Yu counter for Darkophilia. So I am always welcoming these bans. First and foremost, we are going to pick our Halia. Let us see how he answers us. I'm not sure if we've faced this player before because they don't have any flag or any of that stuff to kind of recognize them. So they do go with the Odiric and the Light Nick. So it looks like they're going to be going extremely aggressive. So we do go Cordelia, of course. I think we remain with this core. So far it's done us justice. I'm also kind of contemplating drafting Badmar if he does go another AoE, as well as doubling up on our tanks, maybe like a Badmar or Tara combo. Maybe, yeah, honestly, maybe Badmar or Tara combo. We ban Odiric because Dark Valyria is gonna get cleansed by Karma or a Tara. He's also gonna heal us up if she does ult. Light Nick's gonna heal us up with his AoEs as long as he's not on resonance set, because that's kind of meta, because that does help you go into Badmars, because you're not really just relying on your own AoE damage. You can also bring in someone else for some solid single target burst damage. But it does look like, okay, he does go with a Badmar. So that kind of makes me lean less into going on the tankier side. I'm thinking that we might be just going with a Rick here. And then thinking we might go with a Rick. And then we're going to need... Yeah, maybe go with the Tara. For the the mitigation, help us out survive a little bit longer. Depending on what his last pick is, we are for sure banning Odiric. I mean, unless it's like something crazy, unless it's like a Dark Hazel or a cleanser, we are sticking with the Odiric ban. I think if for a lot of the smart RTA players during their draft, they're always contemplating who's the biggest threat on my opponent's team. So that's something to really think about. And it still looks like it's gonna be Odiric, because I'm super confident in our speeds. Maybe I shouldn't be, but our Rick is like 350 triple raider, so maybe we might be able to snipe this this Alessia. Oh wow, okay, so there's a huge speed gap because our Atara is 280, so his whole team is slower than... Yeah, let's go ahead and sniper, please. Don't deflect. That's why you gotta make sure you add precision on your RGB heroes, especially because you do not want to deflect. I think I currently aim for 30 additional precision on my RGB damage dealing heroes. Hopefully this doesn't kill. We have the big attack down on actually, okay, nice, beautifully done. Is it beautifully done? I don't know. I don't know if we can actually morph. Oh sweet, I was afraid that if we morphed her it would kill her, but the nice thing is if you morph her and you don't kill her and you kill her now, she doesn't go into her air raid mode. So that is a beautiful thing that we did not kill her there. And I think we are able to out-survive this Light Nick, especially if we are able to morph him so he doesn't get all of his abilities. He's not going to be dealing massive damage, so we should be able to survive everything that he has for us. Okay, we do have the We'll See Dark Ophelia ban once again. And you know, I don't know. Maybe we no. Maybe we'll try it next game. I'm feeling a turn 2 draft from us, but let's see what our opponent has in store for us today. So A2 Adeline, very rare you see this, and she's such a new hero. The A2 Adeline, as well as Odiric. Okay, so thank goodness we didn't go turn 2, because we would have been demolished, torn apart, literally. So we have to go with Cordelia here, and then we have to go with Karma, because this player probably has a Karma. He's probably gonna pick it, and then we're gonna have to force ban it, so we don't want to be put in that position. So we just want to steal her ourselves. So let's see what he does follow up with his draft. This is such a scary start. Adeline Odiric is really difficult to plan around. Maybe we throw in a Freya this match, because she does help us against the counterattacks. And yeah, maybe. So he does go Onomaros. Not too scary, as long as you have some cleanse, as long as you have immunity sets. What is he gonna finish up with? Hopefully we don't see. Okay, so double. All right, we're gonna have to go double cleanse, I believe. And then we do we go with Alessia here? I think we do. Just so we don't really have to be as scared of this Adeline. We need some soft counters for her, since we are anticipating the Odiric ban. Unless he has a really scary threat as this last pick, I don't see us banning anybody else. Okay, a Kaysen once again. We saw this a little earlier. Maybe Kaysen's slowly creeping his way into the meta, or maybe he just booked his Kaysen for Ashe, so he's gonna try to make use of him while he can to get as much value. I like it. I'm not too familiar with what Kaysen does. I know he gets rage. I know he does some shenanigans when people are killed, but outside of that, I'm not too sure. But here we are. We're gonna go ahead and skill 2 into. I think we skill 2 into Cordelia, and then we're going to go ahead and yeah, let's go ahead and morph Adeline. She has the most RNG, so that's probably what I'm scared of. Because I mean, if Onomaros moves, he's gonna give us a bonus turn from Royce, and then that's gonna put us into our better position, because he's going to be able to cleanse anything that Onomaros throws at us. We could just go ahead and apply some damage down on Kaysen, and luckily his Kaysen isn't too tanky, so that is muy bueno, and we get the win. Coming off of that last match, I feel like it really goes to show that some people could get extremely lucky and not have the gear to back them up. So that's definitely worth considering. You guys definitely don't want to be spending all your resources on just summons, because really the hero is only as good as the gear that you put on them. With that said, we are going to go ahead and grab our Halia. Let us see if we've played this player before, how he responds. Is he going to answer the Halia draft? Probably not. He does go with the Guan Yu first pick. I feel like picking Guan Yu early on isn't as important if your opponent isn't showing LDs off immediately, especially the faster LDs like Desdemona, Dark Ophelia, etc, etc. Let's go ahead and go with Cordelia and Karma, because we do want to pick up a cleanser to counter this this controller. And then honestly, Cordelia is really good into Zoltan too, because I do think he gives himself a buff to activate the bonus turn from Cordelia's trait. Could be mistaken, but he also goes with Alessia to answer our Cordelia, which is a really good draft, I think. Let us go ahead and I think we pick up Freya here. She's going to help us against Zoltan's counterattacks, at least one of the counterattacks. And I think we are going to be banning out this Dark Orc. just so we don't have to worry about taking the joint attack from this Guan Yu Dark Orc combo. But okay, what else do we need here? What else? I think we need some more damage. So we go ahead and grab. I mean, we could grab Rosalie. We've been playing with Rick enough for today's video. I think we swap our main damage dealer around. I think Rosalie's definitely good here. We can still Halia S2 into Rosalie. We can go into either Guan Yu or we can go into Alessia. And then also we've got our Rosalie on immunity, so that's gonna help us against the ults from his Dark Valyria too. So he does go with the Karma ban as we anticipated, as well as us going with the Dark Orc ban. So we should be free to skill 2 into somebody from Halia, which I think we definitely go ahead and skill 2 into her, just so we can go ahead and kill this this Alessia ASAP. If we can get any nice splash damage, okay, really good splash damage. And then we go ahead and ult, and we get more splash damage. Nice, we were able to kill off the Dark Valyria from the splash. You love to see it. And then it's just Guan Yu left alive. I don't feel like there's much of a play that he can do here. Even if he's on resonance, he'll really just be able to snipe somebody, just one person. And then we were able to grab the win. Ooh, we've got something different this game. So we have a Dark Andre ban on the other side. I honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I feel like he's definitely fallen out of the meta if you have the newer LDs. If you aren't super lucky, he's still a menace. He counters debuffs heavily. He's one of the best bruisers out there. And he also can kill your unkillables. So I think, you know, depending on which you're planning on drafting, he could be an insane threat. So we are going with the Halia first pick once again. Let us see if Halia falls up, because I'm not sure if we've played this guy before. Dark Ophelia plus Guan Yu. Maybe he's thinking about Dark Orcing us, so the value from picking Karma here is good. But we're sticking with the core. We're staying true, tried and true to our Cordelia, Karma, Halia lineup. Maybe this might be meta after we post this video. We'll be seeing everybody picking this core. Maybe not. Let's think. Okay, let's focus up. What else? So man, this is such a scary lineup. He goes with the Royce. I'm not honestly, I'm not too sure if I'm scared of Royce or not, because I think we could do some Alessia business, and then we can also go with like we can also go with a, what are we gonna need? Maybe someone to counters. So Freya. So we've got like a double soft counter for his Adeline. We're kind of anticipating banning this Dark Ophelia just so we can play around all of our support business. If we don't ban Dark Ophelia here, she will literally bump all of our heroes to the end of the turn no matter what we do after we use our special ability or ultimates. So that's kind of really difficult to play around, so that's why I'm always leaning towards perma-banning her and we'll see. But let us see how this match goes. So he does, oh, wow, okay, he does ban out our Halia, but luckily we do have our Freya on triple raider to help us contest some speed. I'm thinking that we, kind of unfortunate that he doesn't have immunity on his Dark Nick, because we would have got the no positive effect there, but that's a-okay. I think that we ult into Royce, try to kill him. Is this still the move? I still feel like, I don't know, I think we could maybe ult into Guan Yu, hopefully go into Royce. Go into Royce, please. There we go. Okay, we get the double kill. Things are going okay. if he, who's he gonna ult onto? He ults onto, wait, I guess he might have tried. Okay, for all you guys that do have Adeline, her debuff does not go through control immunity or the immunity buff. So he must have tried to ult onto either Karma or Cordelia, but unsuccessful. So we are able to morph this Dark Nick. We're able to snipe him, not worry about him too much. We can just go ahead and basic into this Adeline because that's going to bring our Alessia, and we should be able to just finish her off. So far, I am a believer in the Wilsey ban, guys. I think she should not see the light unless you own her. Congratulations if you do, because she's honestly probably the highest rated LD hero in my opinion currently. I mean, you know, you can kind of work around her, but in RTA it's very difficult, especially if you draft her supports early on, like we kind of do. So, and also we've so much, I mean, it's hard to really maneuver without supports. At least if you're playing Cleave or Turn 1. But let's not miss our draft. Let's go ahead and pick up our Halia. Let's go ahead and pick up Cordelia. I feel like this draft isn't as strong if you get second pick, because you have to do Halia, Cordelia, or Karma instead of first picking Halia into Cordelia and grabbing Karma. So here they are able to snag that Karma from us and go with a Dark Ophelia. So we are kind of a little bit handicapped, but we still want to grab some counters for Adeline. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up our Alessia. And once again, I'm kind of like 50-50 committing to banning this Dark Ophelia here. So I'm probably going to draft around doing so, which means that we might need, what are we going to need? I think we need Freya. Yeah, we need some initiators. And we are definitely going to need some cleansers as well. So we're going to probably have to finish up with the Royce pick, unless he steals Royce right now. Okay. And I'm honestly not too worried about that last pick, Dark Nick, because we did draft in Freya. We can go ahead and ban... Ooh. Yeah, we have to ban this Dark Ophelia for sure. Otherwise, this Halia combo that we've got going on is not gonna go on. It's not gonna happen. So let's see who we are stripping. Damn. Okay. I mean, honestly, we got kind of lucky there. We actually really got lucky from the control on Dark Orc side since we don't have a cleanser. So we go ahead and skill 2 into this Alessia because we're gonna try to do we try to kill? I think we could try to kill Karma. Yeah, okay, we do kill Karma, nice. Do we try to kill Alessia next? Okay, come on, can we get lucky? There we, oh my gosh, she's 100 HP. Can we get lucky? Okay, luck is on our side today, ladies and gentlemen. And bigger threat is definitely going to be Dark Nick here, so let's just pop the morph on him right away. Get him out of the battle. We get the joint attack because we have resonance on Cordelia. I think anybody that gets instant bonus turns is definitely a resonance candidate for anybody curious. So Royce, Karma, really anybody that gets bonus turns. And we should be able to just morph Dark Orc and not really worry about his defense and one-shot him for the win. Okay, so we've got an Alessia ban on the right side. So it looks like he might be drafting Adeline. At least if I were drafting Adeline, I'd probably be banning Alessia pre-ban. With that said, let's just continue with what we've been doing with the Halia first pick. We might have to swap up our ban. So we might have to grab Guan Yu to kill this Dark Ophelia, and then we might just go ahead and grab Karma here. to help us against any control that he brings, because I think this is the same guy that we faced last time, and he is favorable in picking Dark Orc, if I remember correctly. Could be, I mean, it could be a different opponent, but with just how small the player base is and how fast we matched, I assume that it's the same guy. So he does go with the Dark Nick, A2. Okay, so maybe we go with the Borden here. I'm thinking that we can go with... I think we can go Rick, maybe. Actually, I mean, we could go Rosalie too. Rosalie has survivability with her ult, but no, I think we might need some burst damage, and then we can follow up with either Freya or Cordelia for sure. If we do Cordelia, we have to ban out his Royce. If we do Freya, yeah, let's go ahead and do Freya. Let's try no Cordelia match. We might just be a Cordelia one trick. Who knows? I guess this is the time to figure it out. But we're staying committed to banning out this... we don't have to ban out Dark Ophelia now that I think about it. We're staying committed to banning out this Adeline, I think, because we don't have a solid answer for her. We could just RNG into her, but once again, that is, you know, it's going to be up to RNG. She could just go immune every single attack that we try into her. But I'm fairly confident that we can just go ahead and basic and go ahead and kill, and then we can go ahead and... who should we go into? I think Royce might be able to kill this Ashlyn. It might be greedy. Ooh. Is it greedy if we it's definitely greedy that we didn't try to go into Ashlyn to help kill her, but let's see. Yep, we are able to kill because Rick is in stealth. If he wasn't in stealth, if he wasn't A5, we definitely wouldn't have been able to snipe her because she was 40k, but let us go ahead and almost. I was gonna say let us kill his Royce, but he's got 349 HP left, almost. I feel like we're in good hands though. He has to ult here. If he basics, he's dead. Okay. Get the counterattack, nice. So we're staying alive. Hopefully we get countered from Dark Nick so that we can get some invincibility. But I'm honestly, we have enough attacks on our side. There we go. We get the invincibility and we get all the joints from President Guan Yu. He's literally, he could take all of Dark Nick's stacks down by himself. So that was a nice win on our side. Alrighty, 2 more wins and then we've got our 20 for the week. So we are just gonna keep sticking out the Wilsey ban. I feel like the one time that we didn't ban Wilsey was when we got completely destroyed. So we're just gonna keep sticking with it. Oh my gosh, this is we must have faced this person, right? Because they ban out Halia, our tried and a true. We love to see it. I mean, you know, our opponent's getting smart, right? Halia has been our main initiator. She's our fastest girl. She's been helping out our burst damage. It's a smart move for sure. We're gonna go ahead and grab Karma Cordelia. Oh, actually, this is the same person that we just faced, so maybe... Okay, nice. Luckily, they did not pick up Guan. Guan was the saving grace on our side, I think. And then we can go ahead and pick up Alessia as well, because they don't have Alessia banned. Last game they banned Alessia. Honestly, I feel like Alessia is the smarter ban here because she not hard counters, right? There's still some RNG, but she counters Adeline pretty well. And then he does draft the Dark Nick. Maybe we go with Borden. I think we might be able to go with Borden. Well, do we want to go with Borden here? Decision. I think that's probably the smart move. Or maybe even, yeah, let's go with Freya. Where's she at? Freya. I think Freya or Borden are both great options just to help answer this Dark Nick, because we all know he's going to be probably last one standing. And then here we ban the Dark Orc because I think he's going to ban the Karma. It's a little readable, but it's still a gamble on the ban. Nice, we do go into her. And we do kill Dark Ophelia. This is basically just going to be the same replay of what happened last match. Unless we don't get good RNG here. Good RNG. Nice. Can we kill this Royce? It's not bad damage. I think we can. Okay, so let's do the skill 2 for the attack down on Dark Nick. And then also we do get resonance proc, so that's great. And we don't have to worry about the damage from Dark Nick as much because we do have the invincibility still on 3 of our heroes, so that for sure means that we're going to be able to probably survive this Dark Nick out. And there we go. So this is going to be the last match of today's video. Once again, if you do enjoy this type of content, please give it a thumbs up. And if you do enjoy my videos, please subscribe. It definitely helps me out. We're almost to 1,000 and then we can start monetizing the channel and then good stuff happens. So we are going to do a Wilsey ban as well as a Dark Valyria ban going into this game. He does grab his A3. Okay, we've gone against this opponent earlier. Grabs the A3 Odiric. I don't think he does Halia, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab Cordelia and Karma. This might be a gamble. If he does grab Halia from us, we might be completely screwed. We will see. And then after this this match, I will definitely go over all of our key heroes, gear, and stats for anybody that is interested in seeing our gear pieces. But he does go with Guan Yu. He picks an Ashlyn. So, I mean, we're free to grab our Halia. We also need to grab, I think, Rick. I really like Rick into this, just because he counters that Odiric, even though we're probably most likely going to be banning that Odiric out. Well, actually, do we have to ban Odiric? I think, yes. I think, yeah, I think Odiric is the ban here. Well, actually, I don't know. He kind of has to decide between banning Karma and banning out, or he has to decide between banning out these mean 4 heroes, to be honest. So what is our game? We need a Freya. I think we need a Freya. And then we are going to be banning out his Odiric 1000%. Actually, do we have to? I think we do, because if he bans out Cordelia, we're going to be in trouble for sure. But he doesn't ban Cordelia, he bans Karma. So we lose the 50-50. Okay. I mean, honestly, A3 Odiric, you can't go wrong banning that. You really can't. It's such a broken hero. I mean, Rick isn't going to get debuffed by him, so we might have been able to just skill 2 from Halia into Cordelia and just morph him right away, but it's a gamble. He could have banned Cordelia. You never know. So who can we kill? I think we can, for any of you guys curious, he's using Gorgolash, the newer legendary that brings your highest speed hero to the end of the round, so he does snag Halia, which is okay, I believe. And we have to go into this Tia. We do kill Tia, nice. And then we have to go ahead and snipe this Ashlyn. We do kill. I think Rick can snipe anybody around 40k HP. Anything a little higher is going to be tricky. So let's go ahead and morph the... Okay, never mind. All right, so we did get all of our 20 wins using mostly RGB. I don't know. Is it a bait if we say no LDs at all, or should we just say no LD Legends? I don't know. Anyways, I appreciate you guys for watching. Let us swap over to our gear pieces real quick. So we do have our Rick. He's rocking a triple raider build. Here are his stats. We did attack, just your normal damage dealing stats with speed as your priority, and of course trying to get as much precision as possible. We do have our Alessia. She's also on a triple raider build. Here are her stats. We're going for as much attack. Some bulk is nice, but speed's going to be the priority. Precision, we are kind of on the lower side, but she got the job done. Next up, we do have our Rosalie. Our Rosalie, here are her stats. We kind of made her a little tankier with, of course, some damage and precision. We are actually running her on Dragon Scale Immunity to help her fulfill that bruiser role even more so when we needed her to. Next up after Rosalie, maybe we used Nero, maybe we didn't, I can't exactly remember, but here are his stats. I wanted him to be a little tankier, so I gave him some HP percent main stats, but of course you want that nice little combo between attack and defense. So 5k, almost 6k attack, 4k defense, crit cap, crit damage, and precision. He is actually on immunity every set. After Nero, we did use Halia. Halia is going to be on triple raider, of course, because really you just want as much speed from her as possible. That was literally all we were looking for. Having resistance, having some bulk is always nice, but honestly, you just want her to be as fast as possible. After Halia, we did use Atara a little bit, so show off her stats, of course. For Atara, we want some bulk, so some HP. Of course, we want to prioritize as much defense as possible. Giving her speed is pretty important because you want to land her debuffs to decrease the amount of damage you're going to be taking, hopefully, of course, with her attack down. And then, of course, you know, getting out her damage from her ult before your opponent moves is always nice too. And then, of course, some focus so that she is applying her debuffs. We were using her on Raider, Dragon Scale to keep her alive, make her a little tanky, but also give her enough speed to help tune her before our enemies. Next up, we've got the lovely Cordelia. So for Cordelia, you want speed on her, you want her to survive, so bulk, mainly HP, I'd say, since there's so many ignore defense heroes at the moment. I would definitely say you want to give her HP priority. After that, some resistance is nice, but it's definitely not necessary. I just think bulk and speed are going to be the main stats to look after. Giving her immunity is great as the two-piece, and then she can swap between Raider, she can swap between Resonance, she can swap between Dragon Scale. I really like her in Resonance, so that's what we're working with today. Next up, we were using our Karma. Karma is a really tanky, she's a beast, guys. I don't know, I definitely recommend picking her up once you start focusing on PvP a little bit more down the road, but she is amazing. She's HP base, so you just want to prioritize HP for her. You want to give her max crit rate. We're trying to work towards that right now, but we can't quite get that. Give her some attack as well, because you don't want her to be taking a lot of damage from the attack difference heroes like Alessia or Garanol. And then some precision too, that definitely helps you go into anybody that's stacking agility. And those are pretty much all we were prioritizing. We've got her on Dragon Scale Raider. Really, this two-piece is pretty flexible. You could throw her on guard, you can throw her on whatever, and you could throw her on Resonance as well as Assassin for the 4-piece. But I kind of like Dragon Scale just to keep her alive on the battlefield and get as much value from her as possible. Next up, we were using Huntress Freya. She's a newer legendary. I definitely think she's worth the selector as well, because she's really good in PvE along with PvP, so she's absolutely valuable for end-game accounts, mid-game accounts, and even beginner accounts, because she's great at what she does. She has the joint attack, she has the anti-counter attack, and then she also can help you snipe somebody if you build her fast enough. So that's kind of why we focused on giving her speed, giving her focus so she's landing her debuffs, and then some more bulk would be nice, more ideal to keep her alive on the battlefield, but this was just what we were working with today. And of course we are running her on Triple Raider. After Freya, we did use the lovely Guan Yu. I feel like if you are going to be trying to compete in RTA right now, you have to build this guy up because he helps counter almost all of the LDs available right now. So he is definitely amazing. His stats, we definitely wanted him to be on the tankier side. I might be swapping his build around a little bit, trying to shoot for at least 35k HP, but maybe we'll have to come out with another video on that build. But right now we wanted damage because we want to have as much threat from his joint attacks as possible. So of course we wanted to prioritize attack. Even though his HP scaling is there in his abilities, it's not the most amazing. It's cool because you can build him tankier while maintaining decent damage, but you also want to add in some attack as well. Crit capped, of course. Crit damage is nice as well. Some precision. Shooting for 130 is always the goal, but you can always work. You can only really work with what you have. So this is our Guan Yu. He is on Resonance for the 4-piece and then Warrior for the 2-piece. Ideally, I'd want to probably get him on Immunity for that 2-piece. Once again, guys, you just have to really work with what you have. So that is our Guan Yu, and next up we were using the lovely Kelowna. Now she isn't really a super key hero for our lineup. It was more so just in case we had to double draft a cleanser and they had already banned or stolen a karma. So for Kelowna, we were just looking for speed, HP, defense, making her bulky, and then of course some resistance to help her out in the long game. For her sets, we just used Triple Raider. And last but not least, we do have the lovely Royce. We are using Royce on Resonance Raider for his sets. Once again, he's another flexible hero that you could swap between Assassin and Dragon Scale, and you could throw him on Guard 2-piece, but because of how much I've farmed Ashe and how much I've farmed Gemini out, these are going to be some of my better pieces for him. And for his stats, we are looking at making him bulky, so he's surviving, of course. You want to prioritize his HP, his defense. Speed isn't as necessary depending on how you're using him. If you want to get that control value from him on his basic, then you might want to put him on speed boots, especially if you have him 15 out of 15 booked. If not, you definitely don't need the speed. You want 60% crit rate to take advantage of the true strike that he has, and then you want as much focus as possible if you are using him for the controlling role. If not, you can give him some additional damage, maybe some crit damage, maybe more defense, and that is our Royce. So those are going to be our main heroes that we used in today's video. Guys, once again, I would love to start pumping out more RTA content. I'm not sure how you guys feel about it, so please, if you did enjoy today's video, drop that thumbs up button, and I will see you guys in the next one.